Thank you very much for this kind introduction. We've been really excited to show the results of the KMS19 study, and I have the huge honor of having here daily coffee user, coffee enthusiast Emil Nielsen to take us through these very special results of this study. Okay, let's go to it. So, Emil, let me start by asking you this very non-rigorous question. Do you ever find yourself having, a very bad day? It's gray outside, it's raining, nothing's really working for you, everything's just shitty. In those situations, what do you do?
Well, of course, I experience this every day. I'm a researcher. But what I have to do is, I think, I could use a cup of coffee, and then usually it actually comes better.
Okay, so this coffee story, I've heard it before. But why coffee? Why not anything else? Why not chewing gum?
Well, coffee has been used since the Aztecs, actually, for very many years, and it's a simple stimulant, and which doesn't require any prescription. Furthermore, it's very cheap, and it has less side effects than other central stimulants.
Okay, so I'm starting to get there. I'm not quite there. So as a medical student, I like to understand things.
Well,
so can you tell me how does this caffeine actually work? I mean, why?
Well, I'm no basic scientist, but I know it's something about that caffeine is an adenosine receptor antagonist, and when you block this receptor, you get an increase of some neurotransmitters, especially dopamine. But of course, I'm more into the clinical research, so we decided to look at this in another way, and we decided to we aim to evaluate the impact of caffeine on self-assessed mood of health students during high-intensity concentration. And of course, we then hypothesized that health students randomized to caffeinated coffee has a better self-assessed mood than on an American rating scale than health students randomized to decaffeinated coffee.
Okay, so this is really starting to look like something huge here. So I assume that you have some sort of idea of how you want to do this. How do you plan to answer this question?
Yeah, so we thought a lot about this, and we have the evidence pyramid, and on top we have the randomized controlled trial. So of course we aim to perform a prospective randomized double-blinded controlled trial. We wanted to include 86 patients, or not patients, but study participants. We randomized these 1-to-1 to either coffee with or without caffeine.
Okay, so I like to believe that I've read a couple of randomized controlled trials. Usually have some sort of inclusion criteria. Do you just take all health students in mind?
Well, so we had to narrow it a bit. So we decided to take all the participants at the Congress for Medical Student Research in 2019. And actually the only thing that excluded them was that if they were allergic to coffee, any other substances in the coffee.
Okay, so now we have the design, we have the population. What are we actually looking at? I mean, how do you quantify coffee?
Yeah, so our primary endpoint was a composite endpoint, which we looked at the difference in 4 hours on a numeric rating scale, where we took self-assessed mood on 10 different mood states, and we then asked the participants to rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst. And then we randomized the participants when they arrived at the Congress. We had them perform a baseline questionnaire the morning after, and then we had the intervention running for 4 hours. And then after 4 hours, they were asked to perform a questionnaire on the primary endpoint.
Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm here now. I think I'm digging this one. Can you just show us the results? I mean, how did they enroll them? Did you get all the patients that you wanted out of the randomization?
So we thought the primary endpoint came now, but it didn't. So we enrolled 75 participants in 2 different groups, as I told you, and then of course we had a loss. We lost 4 participants to follow up in each group, and then we had actually 3 participants who were lost due to an ID mismatch.
Okay, let me just stop you on the ID mismatch,
Yeah.
because I don't think I've heard about ID mismatch before. What's ID mismatch?
So the participant was given a 2-digit number,
Okay.
and actually 3 of the participants couldn't remember this 2-digit. But of course, they only medical students, so what can you expect, right?
Fucking only have one job. I was to remember that one. Okay. Okay. Let's carry on. Yeah, well.
So of course we had 34 in one group and 30 in another group. From the baseline characteristics, we actually found that they were equally distributed. But we had actually this one where there was alcohol consumption within the last 24 hours. But maybe that's how it is.
That happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're ready for it, aren't we? Okay. So if I could just ask for a drum roll, please.
So ladies and gentlemen, we found in the KMS19 study that there was no significant. So whether you have caffeine or non-caffeinated coffee, there was no difference in self-assessed mood.
Shocking news. The coffee has no effect. Okay, so don't you think this could just be because people in these subgroups didn't drink the same amount of cups of coffee?
Yeah, we looked at it of course, but there was no difference. They had the same amount of coffee in each group.
Okay, so let me try a different question then. Just trying to test you to see if you've actually done your work right here. So maybe this is just a placebo effect or some sort of that people thought they had caffeine in coffee, they thought they had decaf. Could this be some sort of explanation?
Yeah, well, so as you see here, we have the actual group distribution. And over here we have what the participants assumed, they assumed they were in. And as you can see, 2/3 actually thought they were in the non-caffeinated group. But we didn't find any difference in this group either.
Okay, so quite pessimistic group of people.
Yeah.
Okay. These are some quite interesting results. Can you just sum up what you find?
Yeah.
What can we conclude on this?
So caffeine has no effect on self-assessed mood after 4 hours. And we only found some minor difference at the baseline characteristics. What I find most interesting is that students were not able to differentiate between caffeinated or non-caffeinated coffee. So finally, I just want to thank you very much for attending our conference, and thank you very much for the attention.